Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Man, fuck, it's always good. I just get pumped up whenever I get on here talking to y'all, man. Hope y'all are having a great day. I'm having a great day. Hope y'all are being blessed. I'm being blessed. So about to dive in. Today's gonna be another trading review for the fifth. Wednesday. We passed our funded challenge that we were talking about. We passed that on the 14th, Tuesday. And so this is the first trade that I took on the funded challenge that day. It was a pretty break-even day. And then we're going to go over the trade that we took, the live account on the 15th too. So about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 trades to go over. So let's dive in. We don't want the video to be too long. Let's get to it. So if you see here on the dashboard, this is the Apex account. So this is the funded version of the account. So you can see here, we took 4 trades on today. Got about, about $24 net. Risk to reward was pretty good. This one winner here made up for both of these losers. But let's just dive in so we can look at the actual trade. So this first trade literally was, I don't know if I made a mistake. I really don't remember, but I entered 4 contracts. Yeah, the trade, let's go down here. You can see right here, I entered at 9:01:33 and got out of the trade at 9:01. But anyway, so I was only in the trade for about 30 seconds, which is why I was like, did I make a mistake or what? But I think that I just got in at a bad time. So that's what happened on that trade. Either way, we lost about $101 on it. It was super quick in and out trade. So let's dive into the trades we can actually look at. Okay, so on this trade, this lost because obviously, so if we pay attention, if I would have been paying attention, this push down broke this structure right here, right? Broke this structure. And it created a supply zone right here. And this right here is a supply zone on a 15-minute. Okay, just keep that in mind. And I was trying to get in this trade. So I seen that it created the supply zone. I think it had tapped on the 15. So I'm looking to enter, and I think the market just wanted to retrace a little bit more. I also don't think I let my, so I entered off of the break of the 13 or the 13-minute close. So I'm looking for a breakout trade. So that was a breakout entry. Oh, okay, so that's why. And then I got out because obviously, so my stop loss was here. So I stuck to my rules. I was thinking I didn't stick to the rules. I got in on this candle, thinking that it was just tapping the 15, but it wanted to go up here and retrace. So that makes sense, which is how I think we got the next trade. And I enter these trades. Keep in mind, we're watching this on the 5-minute because that's where I watch my trades, but I usually enter on the 1-minute so I can get the best risk to reward possible. So keep that in mind as we watch. Okay, but moving on. So this is the next trade that we took. We made $232. So this is what we made up for both of those losses with this trade here. I already got this. See, we made a demand zone off of this bullish candle, and it was a 5-minute engulfing leading up into the 13. So that was just, that looked really good to me. If you look at it, mirrored this. We had a push down, couldn't get past this level. Probably stopped some people out, and then we got a mirror push up, nice strong close, engulfing. So it looked really good. Wasn't trying to be in here for a long time, obviously, because like I said, this was the supply that we're running into. Remember, I'm down on the 1-minute. I'm looking at this. So I'm looking for engulfing candles. I imagine that was my engulfing candlestick. Okay. All right, boom. Yeah, so we got some pushes up, end up closing at our 1-to-1. I was gonna leave a runner. I closed the second one. You can see I closed it shortly after because, like I said, we're running into this demand. I didn't really want to take any risks. But either way, nice 1-to-1, made back the losses that we took there. And yeah, that was all she wrote. Okay, so moving on to a live account. Ended the week pretty good. This is Thursday. I'm currently recording this. Yesterday, we made about $455 coming off of a loss that we took on Tuesday for the second Tuesday in a row. Gotta pay attention to that. So we took 4 trades, 3 winners, $60 loss on gold first. Took a 2 wins. Oh, took a win on gold. Then we took a win on S&P. This last trade actually happened after I got off the charts. I had put in a buy limit or a sell limit. When the market pushed down to a certain point, I was entered to catch the rest of the move down. It's not the other way around. I forget which one is which. So yeah, this trade was interesting. It ended up being the biggest trade. But anyway, let's go ahead and go over these trades. So our first trade was this $60 loss that we took. After I lost on the, or after I got the money back on our funded account, I had reached my 4 trade max. So really it's 3 trade max. So I kind of broke my rules there. Either way, I was like, yeah, that's the maximum amount of trades that I'm taking for that. For today, got on to the live account to trade this one. This trade, seeing that it was reacting off of this demand zone or supply zone, decided to hop in. This is where I made my mistake because I didn't let my trade play all the way out. I wasn't looking on the 5-minute and wasn't even really paying attention that I was still within like my safety zone for the market to push up. I probably was on the 1-minute, this wick right here. I probably was like, I'm gonna enter there. And if it pushes up past this wick, then I'll get out. That's what happened. It started pushing up past the wick. So I got out. So in my head, I was following my rules, but I got to keep in mind also that, hey, I'm on the 1-minute chart. After I enter, that's just for entering the market. After I enter, zoom out 5-minute, make sure everything is still in alignment because I really had no reason to get out of this trade. So it could have just been all green for the day. But we got back in because I'm sure I realized what was going on. So I have this zone marked up here now. So the zone, I realized that we were still in the zone. It was playing out. So I was like, okay, this trade is still good. Literally immediately, I got out of the loser and hopped into the winner after I seen what was happening, forming on the 1-minute rather. So this is, it says 6 contracts. I didn't enter 6 contracts. I entered 3 there. And I made a mistake again. I'm still learning the Tradeovate platform. I'm usually trading on TradeLocker. I entered another sell again where I was supposed to close for, my buy or whatever. So I ended up having to close all my contracts instead of leaving the runner like I like to do. So I really just got to start paying attention more when I'm entering trades. But it is what it is. Since here and there, we could have made a lot more. Ended up making 135 on that one. This trade was beautiful supply and demand trade. We had a demand that was created off of this push, obviously broke structure, had been consolidating, just textbook. Market came down. On the 1-minute, we started seeing buyers step in within this zone into the trade there. I think I had to deal with some drawdown here because you see there is a lower demand zone right there. But great job on here. I realized what I did on that first trade, and I was like, let me let my trade play out. I let it play out, and it ended up working in our favor. And it gave us our full 1-to-1, broke the 13. I don't know if it broke the 13. I know we had a lot of, this trade really fucked with my emotions because you see these wicks. Imagine this happening in real time. It's getting close as hell to your 1-to-1. Every time you get one of those wicks, you're like, fuck. Okay, there we go. Ended up closing up the 1-to-1 at the perfect time. That was just a beautiful trade, dude. Just a beautiful trade. Got my money and got out of there. But imagine seeing those wicks get close as hell, and every time you like, fuck, man. Like, I should have just closed before. You know what I mean? You know how that goes. And for the last trade that we took on today, sorry about the colors and stuff. Like, every time for each one of these windows, you have to like reset up the moving average and all that stuff. So I have to do, there's a lot of prep work that, not a lot, but there's prep work that goes into these videos. So I hope you fucking like them. But anyway, So this is our luck trade. We had entered, I'm sure I had entered this sell limit or whatever. Like I said, I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm sure I had entered back here. These might have just been like stop losses. And I probably closed the contract manually. So I got blessed, I guess, from, you know, all the fucking people that I helped over the years. The universe is like, you know what, here you go. You can have some of that back. Because this is just honestly a blessing. I really don't really know how to explain it. Either way, we would have had a green day, but because I have, like I said, a trailing stop loss. But still, imagine this would have hit that, entered, and then like went back up. I'm watching Dragon Ball Z and I'm like, what the fuck? Entered into a trade. I look on the market. I open my app. Well, first of all, my heart drops because you're like, fuck. Let me make sure it's not a mistake. I'm actually in a trade, and then I'm in profit, thank God. So, you know, obviously I got the info. I'm like, maybe I should let this bitch run. But I was like, nah, fuck it. I just closed out because I wasn't supposed to be in the trade. But I could have let it run for a good little second and probably would have been straight. So, but yeah, that was the last trade. Nothing too technical. That was just fun. It's just a crazy story of how that happened. So yeah, give good energy, and good energy comes back to you. That's all I'm gonna call it, because there was no reason for that trade to win. But anyway, that's all the trades that we have. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here before this video gets too long. You know, I hope you guys have a great day. Be blessed. Find something to be grateful for, and go live your life abundantly. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm out of here. Have a great day.